Now, approval ratings for Russian President Vladimir Putin are at an all-time low in countries around the world. That's according to a new study. The independent think tank Pew Research Center conducted polls in 24 countries on all major continents. Views of Russia as a whole are largely negative, and an overwhelming 87% of those polled have little or no confidence that the Russian president will do the right thing regarding world affairs. But Vladimir Putin isn't unpopular everywhere. In India, the majority expressed confidence in the Russian leader and a favourable view of Russia. Views of Ukraine's President Vlodymyr Zelenskyy are more evenly split. Just over half have at least some confidence that he will do the right thing. We can go through this with Moira Fagan, who's a research associate at the Pew Research Center in Washington, D.C. Welcome to DW. Not really a surprise, I suppose, that an overwhelming majority of countries have little or no confidence in Mr. Putin. Were there any results that surprised or stood out for you?
Thank you for having me. Yes, I think I just want to emphasize the degree to which negative sentiment is felt both towards Putin and Russia. 9 in 10 or more in many European countries surveyed are very unfavorable towards Russia or have no confidence at all in Putin. So these are more sort of extreme response options. And it's striking to see just how unfavorable public opinion is. For example, in Poland, just 92% have no confidence at all in Putin, just 1% have confidence. So I don't want to skip over those numbers too quickly. A few other things that stood out on this survey: we were able to survey 8 middle-income countries for the first time since 2019 due to the pandemic, and we're able to capture a large drop in positive opinion both towards Russia and Putin there. That's in line with the other, the countries we're more regularly surveying in, where we saw a big drop in those numbers after the invasion. But it's just interesting to see these countries also are aligned on similar lack of confidence and favorability. And then one other thing that stands out is that compared to other European countries, Greeks and Hungarians do stand out a bit more as being more favorable on Russia, more confident on Putin, and on balance, more negative towards Zelenskyy.
Right. And the big difference here, the big outlier, I suppose, is India, where the majority expressed confidence in the Russian leader. Just talk us through your results there.
Yeah, so we do see a consistent pattern of India being more positive on Putin and Russia, while somewhat cooler on Zelenskyy. So, for example, 59% have confidence in Putin overall, 57% are favorable on Russia. And those are both, they indicate the highest shares we see across the 24 countries included in this survey. A quick note on the survey timing: it was conducted this past February through May, so well before the Wagner uprising, just to briefly establish that context. And then as far as India results go, we also asked a question both in India and in several European countries where Russian energy access is a particularly salient issue, if it was more important to be tough on Russia with regards to Ukraine or maintain access to Russia's oil and gas. And Greece, Hungary, and India are the only places where majorities, so over 55%, prioritized access to Russian energy.
And a quick word on Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy. Views on him more evenly split. What more can you tell us there?
Yeah, so Zelenskyy is seen, in comparison to the Putin numbers, he is seen more favorably than Putin. But you're right, on balance, confidence in him is somewhat mixed. Even in Europe, confidence ranges from 86% in Sweden to just 11% in Hungary. Hungarians are also the most negative on Zelenskyy. Just 86% have confidence in him to do the right thing regarding world affairs. We do see some variation based on ideology, but that's mixed. It's not an overwhelming pattern. In some countries, those on the left are more confident in Zelenskyy than those on the right, while it's reversed in a few other places.
OK, interesting. Thank you so much for talking us through that. Moira Fagan from the Pew Research Center in Washington.
Thank you.